Okay, this is all about the God Particle Bible, which is one of the greatest books that you're ever going to get your hands on because it teaches you almost like a new religion right out of the greatest scientific discovery of all time. And that is that God sends little particles out throughout the universe to create the rest of the universe. And let me say that again. God sends out all his tiny little particles from the Big Bang forward and probably before the Big Bang even to create all the other little particles that we know about in the universe. The God particle is the particle that gives everything its mass. Without mass, you don't have a particle. And it was just discovered recently in 2012 by the people that run the Large Hadron Collider. This is the most powerful, the most expensive, and the biggest scientific experiment ever done in machinery ever composed by human beings. Now, to get an idea of the size of this thing, this is the section that does the analysis of colliding the smallest subatomic particles into each other. They shoot them this way through a tunnel that's 27 kilometers in circumference, and they come together in this machine, which is, these are huge magnets, the biggest, most powerful magnets and sensing devices in the world. And then they shoot other particles this way in the opposite direction, and they crash and cause the disintegration of the particles so that the scientists can see what they're all made of. Now, down here, you'll see a little bus. Let's get that out of the way. Down at the bottom, you'll see that yellow bus right there. And you can see that a guy that is walking into that bus. You can see the wheels down there. That gets in the way all the time. And so a man is right down at the bottom there, at the bottom level of this thing. This is 5 stories high. So that's how big this thing is. That's just a piece of the Large Hadron Collider. And again, the largest, most expensive scientific equipment ever made, and they finally found the God particle, the reason that we all exist, the way that the universe is constructed up from the tiniest little things up into what composes our own selves. And this is probably what it looks like. No one's seen one, but this is a rendition of a subatomic particle. It would look something like this. All subatomic particles are really just wave energy in this form. And so that's probably what it looks like. But the God particle was the missing piece of the puzzle of the generally accepted model of quantum physics. And it's just a fancy way of saying the way that all of the machinery fits together, all of the cogs in the wheels move around in the universe. And the energy that gives all of the atoms, all of the electrons, all of the protons, and all, of course, all of that stuff combines to give all the molecules in the universe their mass. We are made of nothing more than molecules, in case you didn't know. So without God and his or her particles, we would not exist. You've got to take a look at this book. You've got to give it a read. You'll be amazed at what was just discovered, and almost no one knows about it. And that's why I'm publicizing it through my book, which was written published a few months after the discovery, because I was thinking about it and learning about it prior to the actual discovery. So that's me. I've got a lot of books on this kind of thing, what I would call spiritual science. And so search Amazon for more books by me. You'll be glad you did. And thank you very much for watching.